Good Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Stacy Cameron. You know, safety and security for our kids, especially when they're away from home and in school, is so important to parents. And one of the lessons that came from the 1999 attack on Columbine High School and subsequent school shootings since that time is that school safety officials must treat every threat seriously and have protocols and tools in place for managing those threats. Immediate communication, well, that's the key to any incident. And here with me today to talk about the importance of immediate interaction is Stan Jablonski. He's the owner of a local company, SJ&J Associates, that provides the product that may be one of the first and foremost means of communications when all of a sudden an event at a school starts to move into motion. And Kevin Clune, he's owner of Clune Equipment Leasing. Kevin will show you how every school here in the metro, across the state and in the country for that matter, in a device that when funding is so tight, the schools need to protect our children and ensure their safety. Right now, gentlemen, thanks for being here with me in the morning. And explain to me what we're talking about right here. It's really this little simple device here, isn't it?
This is a little Hytera radio that is 2 watts, and it'll cover most schools. But prior to talking about that and showing the radio, what is important is to understand that schools, a typical school would have 4 or 5 communication devices for which they may have paid $300 or $400. And they're kind of on a check-in, check-out basis with the people who need them on that particular day. And what we offer is, through Hytera, which is a $1 billion radio company and the 2nd largest in the world, is a 2-watt radio that the MSRP on this radio is only $149. And we have installed over 100 schools in this area. And believe it or not, the teachers actually wear this around their neck.
And I've seen those on teachers' necks before, Stan. And so give me an idea of, first of all, what it would cost a school to put this in the technology right now and what it's going to allow the teachers to do, because we talked about Columbine, we've talked about other things in communication. What does it do?
I'll defer the financial question to Kevin, but prior to that, what happens is the teacher wears this around their neck and they have 16 channels of communication. And we're all aware of the situations where there's a lockdown or a shooter or a very dangerous situation, and that's what it's used for. A school can have 20 of these for virtually nothing per month on a lease. And at that point, or at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Kevin, and you tell them how you lease these radios.
Let me step back before we go there, because you know, to make sure the viewers are clear what this is. A teacher might have this, a number of teachers throughout a wing of a school may have it, a principal or the security officials in the school. I know a lot of high schools now have security officials that roam the ground. So if a shooter comes in or someone that police are looking for and the school needs to lock down, school officials and teachers can start to communicate immediately and let one another know there's a threat in the building.
That's
and get students safe. Okay.
And instead of having 4 or 5 of those communication devices, now, because of the aggressive pricing of Hytera, we can have 20 radios in a school.
And Kevin, how affordable is this for schools?
Less than $4 a month
per device.
Per device.
So what are we talking in a year?
Well, you know, you'd be talking less than $120 a month for 30 radios, which is pretty much the norm, is it not, Stan? For
about how many schools in the metro right now have this technology?
We have installed over 100 schools in this area.
So that's not a lot of schools, let's be honest, that have this right now then.
Not enough. No, it's relatively new, and the schools are...
Is there any kind of funding through the state to help subsidize it with the schools, because budgets are tight?
Yes, there is grant money available for things like this, and we have information to help them get grant money.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we appreciate the time that you've given us this morning. What we'll do is we'll link your website to our website on the KCTV5.com website. We have our own Your Kansas City website. We'll put your information. If your schools or you're a parent at home interested in having your schools get this technology, read about it and write to your local state representatives, state senators, and, of course, your school districts. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy.